Yes, I know, you're looking at a black screen right now. 1 second. God damn it. Why did it play with sound? There it is. Okay. No frames dropped. This is fine. And world of speed time. Hold up, let me alt enter real quick. This in the background, fine, yep. This is fine. Alt enter back in. Hello, Aaron. Multiplayer time. In World of Speed. Hopefully. I'll try my best to stay with the Jaguar. That is if I don't get bored with it after a while. Okay, stream's looking good. It's running. Let me know of any issues to any viewers that are watching the stream. I didn't stream yesterday because I was having issues with my computer. It froze like 3 times yesterday after doing a bit of a different setup. I put some new RAM in and then something else. Well, some new RAM got installed in my computer, and let's just say ever since then, my computer's been acting weird. Been freezing up from time to time, and I don't know what's wrong with it yet, so yeah. That should be figured out sooner or later. 1, 2, that's 2 bots in the lobby. So just drift points. What are they all driving? Julieta, Camaro, Supra, and an 8C Competizione. So it looks like the 8C Competizione is gonna be the biggest issue for me. That is, unless everybody else is maxed out and everybody is they're typing in Russian in the chat. What the heck? Holy crap! They must be having a massive argument in the chat. Oh, damn. Rip me. And yes, this car doesn't have mirrors in outside of the garage. Don't know why that is the case, but that's a bug with this car for some reason. After this race is over, I will check, because my game's kind of lagging right now. Yeah, I had a feeling this guy in the 8C would be give me a run for my money. Because he is keeping up pretty well. That thing's probably upgraded. Because there's no way a stock 8C should be able to keep up with this Jaguar, since this is the best car of the class. Oh, jeez. The AI got in my way. Messed up my flow. All my lights are smashed out. Don't worry, that'll buff out. Oh, jeez. I mean, it may need to turn down some of my graphical settings. I'll enter it out of the game for a second. OBS, am I dropping any frames? No, it's just the game that's lagging a bit. Holy crap. It's a lot of typing that I can't really read. What the? Why is that Camaro just stopped in the middle of the road? And I completely phased through him, by the way. That's just weird. Okay, let me actually go in. See my graphical settings. Why is this on medium still? Why is the anti-aliasing always reset itself to medium? So let's do this. Bilinear. Guess we can keep that medium. Turn everything else on and just keep everything else on medium. That way it won't stress out the game too much. Double check one last time that it is on medium indeed, and yes. Can't wait to finally upgrade my graphics card and have the game actually look good on high or ultra settings. And not have an issue with streaming. Well, I probably will still have an issue because CPU rendering with live streams. That'll always cause lag. Some lag, not all ways. The only way I could completely eliminate that is if I get a very high-end processor. Like an i7. Or, I have an i5 actually right now. An i7 would be ideal for streaming and gaming at the same time, just perfectly without issues. So if I do Alt-Enter right now, it's going to cancel the session searching. Oh, and real quick, I'll show you guys as well. This car is completely stock. I did not buy any upgrades with this thing, because fully maxing this car out in terms of upgrades would cost about 321,000 credits, which, as you can see, I don't have a lot of it, and I don't really have that much. I barely satisfy that, and I'm saving up for that Viper ACRX right now. Hello, Journey. Oh, found a session. When that X goes gray, that means I found a session. 1, 2, 3. 3 bots. I should... Okay, drifting 400 points and this hard bet is impossible. You can't really do that unless you have the highest end car with drift tires. That's the only way you can get that. Otherwise, you're not going to get that, so I'm going medium. Because I won't be able to get it with this car. What's up? Nothing much, really. Just playing World of Speed and live streaming. That roof is too slow. I also need to get overtakes. But I have to wait a little bit for these AI, because on this track, the AI just rubber band like crazy on this track. They fly like crazy down long straights after the start. Oh, jeez. Oh, look, a Giulietta. Oh, jeez. If everyone's wondering, that's not actually completely the server's fault with the lag. That's actually the anti-collision that doesn't work with this game. The developers kind of guessed as to how they could make the anti-collision system work, and they failed miserably, and it doesn't really work. So if you see anybody ramming someone, I can assure you that it's probably not intentional, except maybe this guy is actually doing it intentionally. I'm gonna slow down here early, because otherwise my car's gonna smack into the wall like that. Because the AI doesn't fully know how to use brakes, and the brakes are pretty much useless in this game. They're calling me a rammer? I'm not trying to ram. I am not trying to ram. It's the server. What are these? What is this guy even talking about? My game just crashed. I think it did. Yep. Game crash. Let's check for a solution and close the game. That doesn't happen that often. This is the first time it's actually happened today that my game crashed. But since I've already the game crashed after I got my credits and so forth, that won't really affect me too much. Since I already got all those. This game's not perfect. I mean, yeah, they're working on it. They're trying to get it to work, but nonetheless, and no game's gonna be perfect at launch. This is an early access game. It's far from fully released yet. It's about 6 months. 6 months, or I believe it's now 5 months away from being fully released. That's what they said. Early access is gonna be going on for about 6 months after it starts, and then they will officially release the game. But as of right now, if you actually purchase the basic pack, you'll get about 15 days of premium accounts if you do that. So it'll help you towards getting dealership points and so forth faster. So it kind of is worth it to purchase the game for $10, because then you won't have a premium account. And if you do actually purchase the game right now for $10 during early access, when the game officially releases, you will actually be considered a founder, and you'll get exclusive perks as a result from purchasing the game during early access, which I guess is pretty nice. And the game's still far from being done as well. They're gonna be adding a whole bunch of stuff. They're gonna be adding new cars, new game modes, so forth. They're still working on it. Except the issue is that the developers are not even responding to any of the players' emails, asking questions about the game, not even just acknowledging the fact that they even exist. It almost seems like they're just, nobody's really in the studio, to be honest. I mean, there were some times where people actually, they did respond to discussions. There's a bunch of discussions. There's a discussion. Yeah, there's a bunch of discussions on the Steam, on the Steam community hub of this game. And there we go, back into a session. Do we have a bunch of bots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically all bots except for this guy over here. Action point 608, that's not really possible for the car that I'm driving. If I have my BRZ, which my premium BRZ, then maybe I could have done it with jeez. I have to wait for the AI to catch up. Wait, what happened to this? What happened to Tapusa? This guy. Oh sure, I also have to drift as well. And to everyone's information as well, this game is actually a full-on arcade game. You can tell by the physics. Since you can do these high-speed drifts. It's one of the few games that are actually full-on arcade. I have to wait for the AI to catch up because I have to do slipstreams. As you can see, I have a bet right there. I have to slipstream someone, and the only person I could really do it, the only one I could really do it to is the AI, since the AI are actually predictable, and that player isn't really doing anything. He's just at the start line. If you complete the bet, you get a cash, you get a credits bonus from doing it. But I didn't do the hard one because the hard one is basically impossible to complete. without those extra tires you can get. Some tracks are easier than others to get the hard bets done. This one is actually one of the harder ones to get done. Actually, not one of the harder ones. This is the hardest one to get those bets complete. Since 608 action points just can't be completed with a stock car at all. You need those extra tires in order to get those done. They give you bonuses like top speed, points bonuses, and so forth. Hello. Hello, viewer. And there's a repairing system as well in this game, but thankfully it's not too expensive. Let me show you what I mean by that. With the upgrades, as you can see, there's some track tires. They give you some bonuses like braking, some bonuses on grip, and drift. And then there's also options for you to get bonuses. For instance, with the drift tires, you actually get an increase in drift points. I believe it's a 30% increase in drift points, which helps quite a bit, actually. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 2 players. Monray and this Toop guy. Can I do the hard one? Yes, I can do the hard one, but I need to wait a little bit. Okay, I'm the last person, so I could just wait at the finish line, at the start line a little bit. Nice car. What the? My mirrors! My mirrors have returned! Nope, they haven't. This is the one exception where they actually make a return. I don't know what's wrong with this car. Why it doesn't have mirrors, because before in the Russian beta, they actually did work perfectly fine. XKR, this is the XKR-S actually. The XKR in this game is a premium. Okay, I got slipstream points done. AI, don't spin me out. There's also times where if you do crash into the AI, you will actually get spun out. I don't know why. That's probably the anti... Oh, come on. Dumb AI. What are you doing? I could have sworn that was a player. But no, that's an AI. You can tell it's an XKR-S because it has this wing on the back. For once, the mirrors actually returned. I don't know why the mirrors are back this time around. They usually just aren't on the car, but if I go into interior view, they're not there. Yeah, there's also the XKR-S GT variant, which has a big wing and some, Тишина, я чего-то делаю. The XKR-S... Идите куда-нибудь. The XKR-S GT has a big... Finally, some peace and quiet. I had to mute myself for a few minutes. But yeah, there's also the XKR-S GT variant, which is a limited edition variant of the XKR-S, which is limited to, I believe, 100 units worldwide. And it has a big wing, it has some downforce parts, a nice design, etc. Also, hello, Sardar. I may have butchered your name. My apologies. I'll show you guys the visual customization of this car after this race. How can you get for free? You mean the game? You can't get the game for free right now. It's only available in early access. You're gonna have to pay for the early access fee, but as a result you get some credits, some diamonds, and a premium account. But if you wait about 6 months, the game's gonna be officially released, and I believe it'll be free to play at that point. Okay, I can turn my... Oh, shoot. Mic back on. I have to deal with these. Oh, come on, AI. Let's go, let's go. Come on. Come on, AI. I can go faster on a granny scooter than you can in your cars. Come on. Stop it. What in the heck happened here? What happened to those guys? Well, in any case, I'm in first place. And again, my car has no mirrors. There are times where the mirrors do reappear if your car is damaged enough, but most of the time they're not there. What do you mean, no totaled? I don't understand what you mean by that. Crap. All I have to do now is just drive better than everybody else in the session. Oh, this game also has interior views. I'll show you those real quick. Except what I'm pretty annoyed about with this game as well is that it's a right-hand drive variant of the XKR-S, but the speedometer says miles an hour, which, technically speaking, it should say kilometers per hour if it's a right-hand drive car. Not miles an hour. Oh, jeez. There's a bunch of different views of this game. Yeah, the cameras are pretty good. Unfortunately, the interiors don't fully function, like the gauges are not fully working, but I guess that doesn't completely matter since this is just an arcade game. Oh geez, I forgot that I actually just completed 5 laps. Yeah, there's the interior view for you all. Pretty nice, even the lights work in this game as well. And they even have license plates on both the front and back of the car, because this game is actually going to have customizable license plates in the future, so you can put custom text on the license plate, but for now it just says play World of Speed on it. But yeah, now I'll show you guys real quick the visual customization. And there's visual customization screen right here. As you can see, there's a bunch of options like bonnets. You have to get dealership points to actually unlock these later, and then you have to purchase them with credits, unfortunately. The thing I love about this game, by the way, as well, is the amount of detail they put into these visual customization parts. Like, with Need for Speed World, they would create spoilers for the cars, just reuse standard ones, and they would actually remove parts like the third brake light in this case. There's one on the spoiler. But in this game, they actually thought about that, and they kept the texture for the third brake light on all of the spoilers, which is just an awesome little tiny detail. They could have just gone without, but it's still nice regardless. But yeah, as you can see, we also have rim options. You can do a bunch of rim options, which obviously I don't have those unlocked, so I'll just stick with the standard ones. There's also bumpers you can do right there. There's also paint colors you can do to your car. I'm hoping to get unlock the color pack too, so I can get this green color on my Jaguar, so it just looks a little bit more like British Racing green, but that's probably not going to happen in the end. So yeah, pretty nice visual customization options. In England? Then maybe this is realistic. This is a British car, so I guess maybe it might be accurate, I guess, but at the same time, I don't know. It just seems weird. All of the right-hand drive variants of the Jaguar XKR-S I've seen just have kilometers per hour. I just find it weird. And the way the game's optimized as well is pretty interesting as well. The higher quality interior only comes up when you go into interior view, but otherwise, with just the exterior view, as you can see, it has a low polygon interior, just everything's flat. It's very subtle, you don't really notice that most of the time while you're playing the game, but it's there just to perfectly optimize the game. And obviously, if you look at the cars a certain way, you can kind of see that the polygons are kind of low on these cars, they're kind of medium polygons. You can't really see that though, you can only see that if you look really closely at the car. You'll see that it's kind of medium polygons on the cars, and I've just found a lobby. Let's see, 1, 2, I don't know if this guy's a player. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've got 5 bots in the session. That's what this game as well is. With this game as well, if they don't have enough, if the game doesn't find enough players, then it fills the rest of the slots with bots. And you can tell they're bots because they pretty much instantaneously say ready. Except this guy doesn't count. He's actually a real player. He probably just didn't do any kind of bet, to be honest. So this one, I don't have to wait for anybody. I could just go right off the line. And also get crashed into by a guy in a rough. Nice little detail with this game as well. The DRL lights actually work on all of the on certain cars, like with the XKR-S. As you can see, they're right there. Oh jeez, right there on the sides, which is pretty nice, I guess. And after a while, if you damage your car enough, those lights will actually stop illuminating. So just nice little attention to details of this game. Not necessary for them to add the DRLs, but they added them in anyway, which I guess is pretty nice. And there's not really a reason 100% as to why modern cars nowadays have DRLs. They're just there for safety reasons and just to look cool. And all of my lights are smashed out now. That's kind of what I hate about this game as well. The damage model is a little too sensitive for my taste because it's an arcade game. It's not meant to be super realistic. But I guess it's not too big of a deal. They could have probably done away without the damage model and just the game would have run perfectly fine. But I guess it's fine. It's not too big of a deal for me. Damage model's okay for me. Got the max speed points. Had to wall ride a little bit, so I don't have to do them again. So I don't have to conserve my nitrous too much. I mean, the physics are weird, I do have to admit, but it's arcade physics. That doesn't really matter, which is nice, I guess. In order to drift, all you really have to do is just hit the handbrake button and then just steer. That's it. It automatically initiates the drift for you when you hit the handbrake. Again, not very realistic, but that's not the point of an arcade game. An arcade game is supposed to just be for fun. I guess it is kind of fun, though, still. And yeah, the game as well also has fictional tracks. Pretty much mostly fictional tracks. They're not real. The only real track that this game has is the Nürburgring, and that's it. And now it's a little bit more quieter. Interior view again for y'all. Very nice interiors, though. And this, the AI always crashes at this corner. They always hit the wall at this corner because of the line the developers programmed for this track. There we go. More money for me. And okay, sure. But yeah, I'll also show you real quick a couple of other customization options. Well, here's my Giulietta, and as you can see, lots of visual customization options on this car. My apologies for the background noise. But yeah, every single car has different levels of customization. As you can see, this one only has one customization option, the Alfa Romeo 8C. You can put louvers on the back windows, which I guess is pretty cool. But yeah, that's the reason why I didn't really touch this car with visual customization. Where's the side skirts? Set them back to stock. That's why I didn't really touch this car. Because the visual customizations just don't really fit my style. Same with this thing. I just feel that this thing should just look stock. Hopefully I'll get the Viper. I just hope I get it. Because the Viper is the best one for that class. God damn it. I'm going medium on this one as well. Should have honestly live streamed yesterday when there's like nobody home, but too late now. What the heck? My mirrors are back again. Ow. Yeah, the mirrors are still bugged on this car. I've already told the developers about this thing. And start braking off the line. As you can see, one of my lights are damaged, but as soon as I smash into the wall, the lights will probably break. Race ends. Okay, race has ended. 450 points. But yeah, the only downside I have with this game, to be honest, is, well, I'll show you. There's a lot of premium cars in this game. Not nearly as many premium cars as there are just normal credit cars you can buy. The premium cars are pretty overpowered in certain aspects, but they're also better cars that can compete with them as well. Like, this is the best car for the class, the Nissan 200SX. It can compete pretty well with the 128i Coupe, and then there's the Renault Megane, which its closest competitor is this thing. And as you can see, they're pretty closely matched. If you fully upgrade this thing, then it'll pretty much destroy this premium car. Or it'll come close. And then there's also this thing. But what I don't understand is there's this, the Jaguar XKR-S. The only reason why this car is in this class is because it's 0 to 60 time. But look at its top speed. Top speed is much worse than like everything else in the class, basically. This makes it the worst in terms of top speed in the class. And still, the BMW M3 is still much better than the Jaguar XKR, which, again, I don't know why this is even in this class. It should probably be, I don't know, it can't even be in this class. It can only really fit in this class, to be honest, and that's it. But yeah, you can simply look at the stats of the cars to see which one's the best. This one's actually pretty closely rivaled to the M3 because the acceleration is much lower, but in the end, look at the handling. The handling is much higher than pretty much everything. In fact, this is actually the best handling of anything in the entire game. So if you fully max this thing out, this could actually defeat this, or really anything in this class. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this a full bot race? Yeah, this does sometimes happen, by the way. A full bot race does happen from time to time. Yep, it's a full bot race. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. That sometimes happens. The AI do spin you out sometimes, which is really annoying. This guy again. Move out the way. And somehow, someway, that AI managed to recover perfectly fine. Meanwhile, I got completely screwed over. I'll be lapping them a little bit later, probably on the 4th or 5th lap. I've gotten it so that I'll actually lap the AI on the 3rd lap. But that's like on an absolutely perfect run without having to do slipstream, just overtakes, drifting, and then top speed. Okay, that was a lag spike. My lights are all smashed up. Feels bad, man. There's only one light that works on my car, and that is the right tail light. And license plate lights, which always stay on regardless of how damaged your car is. Which makes absolutely no sense. And for everyone's information as well, a lot of the 3D models in this game are actually taken out of either Project Cars or Shift 2, any kind of game that like Slightly Mad Studios worked on in the past. Well, not worked on, published. Published? Yeah, they worked on, I mean, that was the correct term. Have I thought about streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time? I was thinking about it. But at the same time, there's not really a point since I don't have an audience on Twitch really anymore. And I don't use Twitch regardless. I mean, I use Twitch, but let's be frank, I had no audience on Twitch. People just would follow and would never come back. That's kind of why I quit Twitch, quit streaming to Twitch. I mean, that's the big problem I see with Twitch. People follow and then just never come back. And then Twitch doesn't really even have the option of just removing inactive followers from your follow list, which is really annoying, to be honest. So, I mean, like, this is not to, like, insult KureHS or anything else like that, but he has, like, nearly 30,000 followers, but most of the time he only gets, like, around 400 viewers on his streams, which, that's concerning. I mean, people just come and they just follow, and then they never come back. Most of the time. So, kind of like YouTube in a way, but at the same time, not 100%. I'd say it's a little bit worse. Twitch is a little bit worse in terms of the follower system, which you can't really do anything about that, to be honest, but yeah. I mean, I know about Restream.io. I definitely know about Restream.io. I've considered about streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, but to be honest, I have no viewers on I have no viewers on Twitch. I don't know what you posted there. That just came up as a blank for me. But yeah, I would be more than happy to stream on Twitch if they had a system where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 player. But yeah, I mean, Twitch should probably really consider putting in a system in place where it'll remove inactive followers from your follow system, because frankly, that just makes your channel look bad if you have so many followers and you just have so little viewers as at the same time. That's kind of why I like YouTube as well, because of that whole entire system of just removing inactive viewers. Any kind of viewers that just came to your channel, just watched the video one time, and never really engaged afterwards, those kind of people just would get removed from your channel. Which I guess that's good, in a way, since it keeps your channel's feed actually mostly clean and full of people that are actually willing to watch. And I did not intend on bumping that guy. He was lagging all over the place. I see your comments, Journey. I'll take a look at it in a second. But on the plus side, it looks like my YouTube ad earnings are actually starting to make a recovery. I'm actually not losing earnings anymore. I started making more as of a few weeks ago. Not even a few weeks ago, like a week ago. Hopefully that'll stay that way, but I'm pretty sure it won't. Obviously, since YouTube is at an all-time low right now. What? I guess we could. Supra, no! Ah. Whoops. I have no control over that. Yeah, YouTube is kind of exactly the same. If you have 10k subscribers and you get like 2k views. I mean, I get your point as well with that, Journey. You do make a valid point on that. I'll give you that. But it's not, I think Twitch and YouTube are like about the same in terms of just that whole entire system of just inactive viewers versus actual people that are watching your viewers. I mean, it's going to be a problem regardless. You can't really do anything about it. You're always going to have inactive viewers on YouTube, Twitch, or whatever. You just can't really do anything about that. You can't really force anyone to watch your videos. It's just, yeah, either they watch it or they don't. But either that or, how would I say this? Basically, those inactive subscribers are either they're probably subscribed for something and waiting for you to do a video series on a series that you might or might not do ever again, and that's why they just stay inactive. That's kind of what's going on with my channel as well. I used to do like these train video stuffs, but unfortunately I quit doing that. I'm still gaining subscribers towards people that are just like that kind of stuff, but unfortunately I don't do stuff like that anymore. Dragon Ball is a real player. There's 3 bots. This is a real player, that's a real player, that's a real player, so is this one. I mean, I don't mind it too much either, but at the same time, it kind of bothers me at the same time as well, seeing inactive viewers, seeing these big channels with like thousands of subscribers, but they get like very, very, very few views. It's just a little thing with me. I don't mind it, but at the same time, it also bothers me. But like I said, some of those subscribers might only be subscribed for things that, for particular things on your channel. I mean, let's face it, YouTube's already on a downfall. But I just hope that YouTube will make it out of this giant hole that has been dug. But basically, as it looks like right now, they're digging their own grave right now. Oh jeez, I have a lot of catching up to do. Those AI slowed me down a lot. I need to get to the top 3. And frankly, I'm probably not going to do that, to be honest. I mean, I can even see that, like, PewDiePie is struggling. PewDiePie is struggling with this channel. He has, like, millions and millions of subscribers, yet on his streams he gets, like, 20,000 viewers. Which isn't really that good. I mean, yeah, let's face it, after a while, some people's channels do actually just kind of die after a while, because their content kind of just becomes stale after a while. And I get that. That's understandable if people aren't watching because they believe the content is stale. And I do admit my content does get stale sometimes, but I'm not like those people that are trying to like milk certain games just to get views. Where's that player? There he is. Am I going to be able to catch him though? He's in a Jaguar too. I have one more lap. Let's see if I can get him. I don't think I can get him. I have no nitrous. He's going pretty good. Unless he makes a massive mistake, which he's probably not going to. I'm gaining on him a little bit. Oh, he tapped the wall. Come on. Oh, I took him. Where is he? Oh, come on. Stay behind. No way. Holy crap. That was lucky. I managed to get it. Yeah, you make a good point about that as well, Journey. But yeah, I'm not too concerned about this stuff, but like I said, some of this stuff just does bother me sometimes. I don't mind it, again, I don't mind it too much, but it bothers me. Problems bother me. Okay. Crap. Hold up. Let me do this. Alt-Enter. How long have I been streaming for? Let's go for a little bit more. Let's go about, let's see, it's 52 minutes. Let's go to the next hour and then I'll end the stream. How about that? Or I'll have to end the stream now. And the question is, should I? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna end the stream just yet, but I'll show you a couple of more customization options on some of the cars as well. So let's see, let's pick a random one. Here's the BRZ you can actually purchase for as a DLC pack for this game. You can purchase it just the game first, and then the DLC pack standalone, and you'll get this car along with some extra premium account and some diamonds and some credits. But yeah, as you can see, it comes out fully maxed out. This is the way it is, and it also has every single visual option unlocked and bought, which is nice, I guess. It also has a extra 50% bonus towards experience, dealership points, and credits, which is pretty nice, I guess. But as you can see, everything's unlocked. You even have all the wheel options unlocked. But yeah, I'll just show you some of these options as well. As you can see, we have some stock options as well. The Vertex Samaro options on the cars are actually the stock options. I don't know why they're called that, but yeah, they are. As you can see, we have multiple wing options as well. We have a standard, bigger, ducktail, and then a massive wing. For those that absolutely like massive wings, and I just prefer this. As you can see, there's a bunch of different styles. You have actually a lot of optional rim options as well. And liveries. This is the livery that comes with that car as well when you purchase it. But liveries are not officially available for cars just yet. They're coming in the future for every other car. Just these special premium cars you can purchase as DLC come with liveries. Just to kind of so you can see how the livery system looks. And yeah, here's my 200SX. I'll show you the customization options as well. A lot of interesting customization options, to say the least. I'm not a fan of that wing, to be honest. I just went stock with all of this stuff, to be honest. Holy crap, that is a massive side skirt. Rims. Actually, I have everything unlocked. This was back in the day when I was farming dealership points, and I just had a bunch of them, so I just unlocked all of this stuff on the cars. Holy crap, what is that bumper? That looks like a Skyline. A lot of interesting options available. This is the color I wanted. Oh yeah, this is the color I wanted. Did I purchase it? This is a nice color though. I think I'll keep it silver for now. I'll consider purchasing some colors later. Yeah, there's the 350Z. I've actually already unlocked some visual options. And in fact, these visual options that I've unlocked are based on a specific version of the 350Z. They're based on the Nismo variant of the 350Z, I believe. As you can see, you can get that bumper on the Nismo variant, and then you can also do the same with this one. Side skirts as well, I believe, are from the Nismo variant. And this wing is for sure from the 350Z Nismo. There's also this one, which doesn't look nearly as nice as this one, in my opinion. But yeah, this is basically a very nice game. For everyone who's second-guessing purchasing this game, you should get it, actually. This is a very nice game. There's customization. It's a bit of a grind to get to the highest level and to get those higher-end vehicles like the Viper. But in the end, it's pretty worth it, actually. You have the highest-end vehicle, and there's just more stuff coming towards this game. So if you're contemplating getting this game, do consider getting it. But I can't say for sure if you will like this game, though. So, yeah. Thanks to everyone who came out of the stream. I'll end the stream off. Thanks to everyone who came out again.